Where are you heading, north or south?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Sydney.
See,
We're going a long way.
you got the fastest boat in the fleet.
Yes, we know Saturday on those tablets.
So after a few days enjoying Macleay Island, in the southern part of Moreton Bay, it was time to head south and back towards the Gold Coast. Here we are heading for Cuchimudlo Island, which is, we're on an easterly bearing at the moment. We're going out to the main channel south, sort of near Redland, south of Redland. And we're making our way south, which will be, it'll take us a couple of days. We're in no rush. Going with the tide. The tides actually flow north and south here, and they meet sort of in the middle of this group of islands in the south, so it can be tricky getting the tide, especially for a slow moving yacht like our 25-foot Skybird, an old quarter tonner. The channel markers are very good, and they have to be followed closely if you've got a keelboat. We draw about 4.5 foot, and we always try and go on a rising tide, so that if we do go aground, we are near the greens, going to float off. As we go further south here among the islands, the channels become narrower and narrower. This was this particular part of the voyage was done in
yeah, that's right. Come down. Don't come
early
down too early. Don't
May,
keep your height at the moment.
and
We'll come down a bit. Actually, we're off the channel.
It's a great time to enjoy southern Queensland, because the temperature is really nice on a small boat. You're not going to get fried, and the winds can be very good this time of the year. Power cables here. This is for large vessels. You got to watch, unless you've got maybe a 80-foot yacht, you might have to watch. Small yachts are okay. Coming to Steglitz now. This is the first sort of population area. European settlers here, a lot of them were Germans, and they settled here, and they farmed once they'd actually drained the swamps.
I think they are.
This was the land of the First Nations people called the Yugambeh. Seemingly the Yugambeh were reasonably friendly with these people, even though they were invaders. But as a nomadic travelling people, they probably only used these regions, for certain parts of the year. Now it's a very popular touristy area with fishers. There's a good ramp here at Steglitz. It's like a triple wide ramp, so lots of little tinnies are out here. And then down further is Jacob's Wells, and this is the major area, the Jacob's Wells pub. It was time to have a stop here for a couple of days and enjoy it. Here's some of the Yugambeh people, their canoes, and some of the history. White history is interesting as well, because you've got, that's the Walrus. That was a mobile distillery that went around legally at first making rum from all the sugar cane and the plentiful water, and then I think it went illegal, but it continued. The waterways south get a bit wider, but they're still pretty shallow, and there's a national park down here in some of the islands. You have to watch your navigation. Easily to go aground, like these guys, washed away from the mooring. This is the Brisbane cruise ship. It's a cruise boat that does the run a few times a week. And end of the trip, chilling out on the beach and down in the Gold Coast.